It is hard to think about North Dakota racing without mentioning Mike Greseth. He spent more than 2 decades competing, but in the last 3 years, the Harwood native has made the jump from modifieds to late models. In this week's Huset Speedway Driver Spotlight, Taylor Budge explains how Greseth is embracing this new challenge while also helping mold the next generation of racers.
For more than 2 decades,
I've raced cars since I think 2000, so I'm going on 23.
Mike Greseth has called the racetrack his second home.
Oh, this place is fun.
But after racing modifieds for 14 years, he was ready for a new challenge.
I just told myself before I quit racing, I got to try a late model, and I got in it. Now I don't want to quit, so it's fun to be in one.
Not only is Greseth in a different car that has to be set up and driven differently, he's winning races in it.
Whenever you can beat them, you got to go home happy.
He's already a 2-time and defending NLRA champion since making the switch to the late models.
I got in the truck and I kind of pinched myself and I looked at my dad and we both started giggling like, I can't believe that just happened, but we're going to take it.
But like anything that's different or new, there's a learning curve.
I would say the biggest thing is fine-tuned adjustments are big, so if you're off a little bit, you're no good. And if you're running 7th, you're going to get 7th. You can't just muscle these cars to the front, to where modifieds, if they're off, you can kind of hustle them around there and still make it work, but they're in control of you half the time.
Even with his decorated career at this point, it's not all about wins.
It's pretty cool.
Mike's 16-year-old nephew, Cole, is an up-and-coming WISSOTA streetcar driver. Not only are they neighbors, but there are many times in the summer when Mike and Cole will be competing at the same track, which gives Mike the chance to pass his knowledge of the sport down to a teenager who still has a few things to learn.
Just patience, he's still young and it's hard to accept that because sometimes you just want to be like, why did you do that? But he's so young, and for his age, he does a really, really good job.
And as long as racing remains fun, you'll see Greseth continuing to compete.
My dad's over in the garage all the time, and my wife and kids come out and visit, and like Cole and Matt, they're just down the road and they come over. And even here, with the racers after the races, you'll sit around. The next morning, you get up and you head to the next track.
While Greseth has just 1 win to his credit in 2023, he remains the top contender on the NLRA late model circuit and is currently closing in on a potential 3rd straight series title.